Hey, this is Larry. I'm here in the UP, in the UP garage, in the Uper garage. And I've done a past video on this thing having a cracked head on my dirt bike. This is a 2013 Yamaha YZ450F. And the head is cracked. So I wasn't too worried about it, and I was going to fix it earlier and stuff, but this summer has been kind of chaotic. But wintertime's coming, and I want to get this thing ready. I was thinking about buying a new bike, but not doing that right now. Too much time off work, the broken back, and then the summer with my dad and stuff. Just not going to go buy a new one. So I'm going to fix this one, but I was planning on fixing it anyways. So I went out, and I have actually never done a dirt bike motor. I have never actually done one of these little ones. You guys know I do all kinds of diesel trucks, big motors, cars, boats. I do all kind of motor work, but I've never done a dirt bike. But pretty simple. Same thing. Got a crank, piston, connector on, you know. But I decided to, since I'm going to tear this thing apart and since I'm going to tear into this motor, I decided I'm going to go a little bit further. This is a 2013. It was a race. Somebody had it set up for racing and off-road tracks and everything. And they had a special head on there and stuff and had a bunch of motor work and everything. I have decided to return it back to factory and go back to a standard head, standard everything. And so in doing so, I have all the parts right here. And these are all things that are going to go into it. I have a brand new crank from Hot Rods. I got a brand new piston and rings and everything, and a new cylinder. And I tried to, this is all the valves and stuff. I tried to get a new head and looked on it, and a new head with nothing in it was $1,200. And that's a bit expensive. And then I looked on a head that's already done for you with the valves and everything placed in it was almost $2,200. I was like, yikers. And so I looked on eBay and I found this one. And the guy had it for sale, and it is a used head. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up. And I looked online and everything, and here's valve seals for it and everything. I'm going to redo the head. I'm going to rebuild the head. And I figure, I looked on there and stuff, and new valves and all this stuff was super cheap. It was like $40 for the whole kit, for valves, springs, everything. Get all new buckets, you get everything. And so I just bought that, and I'm gonna rebuild the head, and it'll basically be brand new. And so that's what we're gonna start doing. I have a gentleman by the name of Jonah. That's Jonah. And Jonah has never worked on one of these either. Correct?
Yep.
But he likes to mess with stuff, see how stuff works and everything. And so I thought it'd be a cool thing for him to be able to tear this apart and see the motor and maybe work on this one and check it out. So this is how I learned how to work on stuff. Just tearing stuff apart. So the first step is tearing all the plastic off and everything, getting down to the basic frame and the motor. You guys have seen me do this so many times over the winter time and everything, messing with the airbox and all that. So I'm not going to really show that and everything, but we're just going to tear all the plastic off the bike, get the gas tank off, and get it down to just where we can get started on this motor. Well, there seems to be something missing. Just a little something. So, got the motor pulled, and got the motor all pulled out, which is good. Good. And he did it all. I did nothing. I watched. Here's the head that is cracked. And I don't know, there's this little journal right here, but I was looking at it. It's underneath here. It's hollow too, so it can't be that. It's something cracked down in here or something. Must be with one of the valves or something. Must be cracked up in here or something. Who knows? But that's where it's leaking out of. But we got the motor all pulled out. It's right here. And I have a ton of parts. I got basically everything to rebuild this almost entirely. But when I was ordering stuff, I went, do I need a timing chain? I went, nah, I don't think so. And you can see it's staying kinked. it's like real sticky. It doesn't roll real good. See how it's... So yes, I do need a timing chain, because I mean I can bend it. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I can bend it and see it stays, and so that's not good. So I need a new timing chain on it, but I'm still going to tear it apart and see what's involved inside. I have everything to do with the crank, the piston, and everything. All that stuff. I did not get the transmission bearings. Main reason why is because I didn't seem like there was a problem that were going on. But we're going to split the cases, tear it all apart and everything. And the first thing I'm going to do is to remove this here nut and remove the flywheel. And that's... I have some special tools that'll do this. And where is it? What'd you do with my tool? That's this right here. And you just got to take this nut off, and then this screws on, and you just screw this bolt into it, and it pops the flywheel right off. That, counterbalance, and then we'll move over to the other side. Well, guys, we've gotten this all split apart. And the bearings in here, these are the main bearings, and I have new ones, and they're fine. This bearing's good. This bearing here, crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. This is one of the shafts on the transmission. This bearing's all right. And then this is the shift. I don't know what you call this, a little shift deal. And this one is bad. So I need to order bearings for this thing too, so I'm basically done with it. I can't really do anything else until I do this. And also the timing chain is real bad. You can kind of see how it's staying crooked like that. It's real crunchy and stuff when you move back and forth. So there's not a lot I can do with this thing until I get these parts. So I'm going to have to order these parts all up and everything. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got the new crank and everything, because this has got a lot of slop in it. It's really bad. It's got up and down and side by side. So it was a good timing that I got this. So, but that's all I can do for now, because I got to order those bearings up and everything else. So it is what it is. So I'm going to clean everything up and get everything kind of disorganized and ready to go back together. And I'm going to have to order those bearings up, and I'll have to get back to it the next time I'm here. There's nothing really else I can do. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night. Let's watch this here video. And if you're not, well, just try it all over again tomorrow. Lots of little pieces and parts, huh? Oh boy, all that makes something go boom, boom. See ya.